Have you ever felt like you were watering an empty pot for years? You check your bank account every month, but the numbers barely move. It feels like you are running on a treadmill and going nowhere. But what if I told you that the most powerful growth is actually invisible? There is a legendary plant in Asia called the Moso bamboo. For the first 5 years, this tree does not grow a single inch above the ground. You can water it and fertilize it every day, but you will see nothing. To a neighbor, it looks like you are wasting your time on a dead seed. But deep beneath the surface, that bamboo is building a massive root system. It is anchoring itself deep into the earth to prepare for what comes next. Then, in the 6th year, a miracle happens. The bamboo suddenly shoots up 80 feet in just 6 weeks. Did it grow 80 feet in 6 weeks, or did it take 5 years? The answer is both. Without those 5 years of silent struggle, the tree would collapse under its own weight. Your financial journey is exactly like that bamboo tree. If you are over 50 or 60 and feel like your savings are stuck, you are not failing. You are simply in the rooting phase. Welcome to the hidden world of compounding interest. Most people believe that wealth grows like a straight line. They think if they save $100 today, they should see a result tomorrow. But nature does not work in straight lines, and neither does money. Wealth grows in a curve that starts very flat and ends very steep. This flat part at the beginning is what experts call the valley of disappointment. This is the place where your effort feels much higher than your reward. It is the reason why 90% of people quit just before they get rich. They see the silence in their accounts and assume the process is broken. But the silence is not a sign of failure. The silence is the sound of your roots growing deep. Think about the psychological pressure of watching a flat line. Our brains are wired to see progress every single day. When we do not see a change, we feel a deep sense of biological stress. This stress tells us to stop what we are doing and try something new. But in the world of investing, that instinct is your greatest enemy. Moving your money every time you feel bored is like digging up your bamboo tree every month. You destroy the root system before it ever has a chance to reach the sunlight. Think about a massive snowball at the top of a hill. When you first push it, it moves slowly and stays small. You might feel frustrated because you are putting in so much physical work. But as it rolls, it picks up more snow with every single inch. Eventually, the snowball becomes so heavy that it moves by its own gravity. At that point, you can stop pushing and just watch it grow. Compounding is the gravity of the financial world, but it only starts to work after the snowball reaches a certain size. Let us look at the greatest investor of all time for a moment. Warren Buffett is famous for his billions of dollars today. But did you know that 99% of his wealth was created after his 50th birthday? Even more shocking is that $81 billion of his fortune came after he turned 65. Most people talk about his stock picks, but they ignore his greatest skill. His greatest skill was simply staying out of the way. He survived the years when the growth felt slow and boring. If Warren Buffett had retired at age 60 like most people, he would be unknown today. He spent decades watering his bamboo tree while it was still underground. He understood that time is the most important ingredient in the recipe of wealth. In our modern world, we are surrounded by noise that tries to break our focus. The news tells you that the market is crashing, and you should be afraid. Social media shows you people getting rich overnight with digital coins and gambling. But these are not trees. They are just weeds that grow fast and die fast. A bamboo tree provides shade and shelter for generations. If you are starting later in life, you might feel a sense of panic. You might feel like you do not have 40 years to wait for your tree to grow. But here is the good news for the senior community in America and Canada. You have something that a 20-year-old does not have. You have the wisdom to avoid mistakes and the discipline to stay the course. You do not need to hit a home run to win this game. You just need to keep your roots healthy and avoid cutting down the tree. One of the biggest traps for seniors is searching for a shortcut. When the bamboo feels slow, we are tempted to dig it up and plant something else. We look for high-risk investments that promise fast cash. But these are often just nutrition traps that kill the roots you have already built. The secret is to focus on simple things like dividend stocks or low-cost index funds. Think of these as the water and sunlight for your financial bamboo. They might not make you a millionaire by next Tuesday, but they are working silently every second of every day. Each dividend you reinvest is like adding a new inch to that underground root. Consider the power of the 1% rule. If you can improve your financial health by just 1% every month, it does not look like much. But after 10 years, that 1% turns into a force that cannot be stopped. One day, you will wake up and realize that your money is making more money than your job did. That is the tipping point where the bamboo finally breaks through the soil. When that happens, the growth will feel fast and almost effortless. But you must protect your peace of mind during the silent years. Stop checking your balance every single day. A farmer does not dig up his seeds every morning to see if they are growing. He trusts the soil and he trusts the seasons. You must learn to trust the mathematics of the universe. Your age is not a barrier to the power of compounding. Even a tree planted at 60 can provide shade and fruit by the time you are 75. Think about the legacy you are building for your grandchildren. When you teach them about the bamboo strategy, you are giving them more than money. You are giving them the gift of long-term thinking in a short-term world. You are showing them that the best things in life require a deep foundation. The only way to lose is to stop watering the plant. The only way to fail is to give up because you cannot see the results yet. Remember that the biggest part of a skyscraper is the foundation under the ground. The taller the building, the deeper the roots must go. Your current phase of slow growth is just the construction of your foundation. It is the anchor that will support your independence and your legacy. In the final stages of growth, the results will come so fast, they will surprise you. You will see your account grow by more in 1 year than it did in the first 10 years combined. That is not luck, and it is not magic. It is simply the harvest of the seeds you planted during the silent times. Be patient with yourself and be patient with your journey. You are doing better than you think you are. Every dollar you save and every wise choice you make is a victory. Before we finish, I want to ask you a very personal question. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you almost gave up on something? But then you decided to stay just a little bit longer, and everything changed. Maybe it was a relationship or a hobby, or a difficult task at work. I want you to share that story of patience in the comments section below. Your words might be the exact encouragement that someone else needs to hear today. We are building a community of wisdom and support for each other. If you found this message helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel. We are dedicated to helping you protect your health and your financial peace. In our next video, we will discuss 3 daily habits to protect your financial peace. These are simple steps you can take to stay disciplined when the world feels chaotic. Please remember that this content is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and you should always consult with a professional. Every person has a unique situation that requires a personal strategy, but the laws of nature and compounding apply to everyone. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Keep watering your bamboo and keep trusting the process. Your breakthrough is closer than it appears. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video.